Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Today I am doing a top 10 list of my top 10 favorite or best albums from 1982. It's more favorites than, as I always say, I'm not saying these are the best albums, I'm just saying these are my personal favorites. So, and I think every time I do this, I make a mistake. I forget an album that I absolutely love. It happens. Or last time, for 1974, I wasn't thinking, no, for 1978, I wasn't thinking, and I saw it somewhere, and I put down Kraftwerk Autobahn, which obviously I even knew at the time was 1974, but I just never picked up on it, so. Apologies for making mistakes. I'm a human being. So, being serious now, 1982 had, what I've noticed is, in the 70s, like most of the years in the 70s, there was a long list of albums I loved. For 1982, there's still a good list, but not quite as many. So some of the great albums that didn't make my top 10 list include Kate Bush, The Dreaming, Michael Jackson, Thriller, Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, Prince, 1999, Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska, Sorry Glenn, XTC, English Settlement, Roxy Music, Avalon, Richard Thompson and Linda Thompson, Shoot Out the Lights, which I've never heard. And if you haven't seen the Rich Strickler CD exchange we do, please go to Rich Strickler's channel. We just talked about a Richard Thompson album that I absolutely, well, you have to watch the video. Let's just say I think I've become a fan of Richard Thompson. And Rush, Signals, John Cougar Mellencamp, American Fool, The Cure, Pornography, Queen, Hot Space, and let's not forget World Full of Hate by The Farts with a Z. That's right, Farts. Whatever happened to The Farts? That's for another video. So anyway, here are my top 10 for 1982 as of today. Number 10 is actually Beatles related. It is Paul McCartney, Tug of War. I've just never, I really like the album, it's just never ever been one of my favorites of his. And so that's why it's at the very bottom of the top 10 list. But I'm not saying I don't like it. I just love a lot more of his other albums, more than Tug of War. But it's better than Pipes of Peace, I tell you. Number 9, sadly the final studio album by Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band, Ice Cream for Crow. Almost forgot the title. It's really good. Maybe the one thing is the production isn't quite as strong as it could be, but the songs, I love the songs. I love Captain Beefheart. So if you're a fan of Captain Beefheart and you haven't heard this, I highly recommend it. Ice Cream for Crow. Number 8, kind of related to Captain Beefheart. And when this came out, I was starting to lose a bit of interest in him. Kind of started releasing disappointing albums to me. But over the years, especially the last few years, I've grown to really appreciate this album a lot more. Frank Zappa, Ship Arriving Too Late to Save a Drowning Witch. No, Not Now, of course, Valley Girl, which, like a lot of people, it's either really annoying, it's really annoying, but also, it's great. You know, it's kind of in between. I love it, even though it's annoying, I guess. I Come From Nowhere is crazy and annoying. Drowning Witch, Envelopes, and then Teenage Prostitute, which is a killer track, I tell you. So yeah, this has grown in stature over the years for me. I really like it. I give it, for a rating, I would give it like an 85 out of 100. Or a B plus. Or a 8.5 out of 10. Ten, 9, 8. Number 7. I think I bought this. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think this was the very first album I ever bought by this band, and I loved it right away. And then I had it on vinyl, and then when CDs came along, I never got the CD for it until last year, and became reacquainted with this amazing Australian band. It is Midnight Oil. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or 10 to 1, which is also known as. My favorite Midnight Oil album that I've heard. Number 6. Absolutely one of my all-time favorite singers. Love his solo career, at least not everything he's done, and I haven't heard everything he's done in his solo career, but his first 3 albums are excellent, and this is one of them. Animation by John Anderson. Highly recommended if you're a fan of Yes, and of course, John Anderson. Yeah. It's a bit more, commercial pop rock songs, but there's some prog on this, like the song Animation, which is just probably my favorite on it. It's just superb. So Animation at number 6. Number 5. I believe this is their best-selling album because they had a couple of pretty big hits on this. It's not my favorite. In fact, I love Sandinista more than Combat Rock, but I still really, really love this album. Know Your Rights, Car Jamming, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Rock the Casbah. For many, many, many years, it was probably my least favorite Clash song. I just found it annoying. Now, I kind of respect it a lot more, and I do like it. But yeah, some experimental stuff on this. But I really, really love it. So it's at number 5. Sadly, their last album, excluding Cut the Crap, which I'm never ever going to own. I've heard it. Number 4. Once again, one of my all-time favorite solo artists, and when this came out, I loved it, and I still love it today. Lou Reed, The Blue Mask. I wonder if this is the, David Bowie did it with The Next Day, repeating the Heroes cover, covering part of it up. And so this is, Transformer, the blue face. I wonder if this is the first time an artist, I wonder what other artists have kind of duplicated their earlier album covers. Let me know in the comment section below. That's number 4. Yeah, My House, Woman, The Gun, The Blue Mask, the song is so heavy. It's awesome. And Waves of Fear, Heavenly Arms is gorgeous. Great album. Now, number 3. Once again, one of my all-time favorite solo artists. And I don't know what it is about this person, but three of my favorite albums by this person. You know, they're maybe not the top three, but they're right near the top. And for other fans, they would probably be near the bottom, a lot of them. I'm talking about Neil Young and Trance. I loved this as soon as it came out. And I still love it today. And I also love Reactor and Landing on Water. Are they as good as Rust Never Sleeps? No, but I'm just saying I love these just like I do Rust Never Sleeps. This hurts. This hurts a lot. I saw this band when this album came out. I saw them on tour, but they're only at number 2. It Sparks with Angst in My Pants. Yeah. This is, you know, along with Womp That Sucker, it's when they came back into being a real band and touring as a band, and so many great songs on this. Of course, Angst in My Pants, one of their most popular songs. I Predict, Nicotina, Mustache. Probably the only kind of weak song on this is Tarzan and Jane, not one of my favorites. And The Decline and Fall of Me, one of my all-time favorite Sparks songs. So Sparks at number 2. This is when it gets serious. What do you think? Don't cheat. What do you think is number 1? Do you have anything in mind from 1982 that I haven't talked about? This might be my favorite, once again, one of my favorite solo artists. And this is, along with maybe one of his other albums, my favorite of his. It is, or theirs, it's kind of a band at the time, Elvis Costello and the Attractions' Imperial Bedroom. Yeah, when this came out, you know, once again, there was no internet back in 1982, believe it or not. So you just read in Rolling Stone or whatever, you'd hear this was coming out. Jeff Emmerich was going to be the producer, I believe, or engineer from the Beatles. And so, you know, you'd be excited for when it came out, and it did not disappoint at all. And the other one of his that is my favorite is King of America. But Imperial Bedroom is number 1 for me for 1982. So let me know your favorites from 1982 in the comments section below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.